Basco, you're not gonna do it, are you? Basco, buddy boy. Oh no, not that one, not that one. Not that one. Are we live? Is chat working? A little delay. Confiscated. Yeah. Yep. Chick. Yep. Chick. Yep. Chick. All right. Mm-hmm. Watermelon. All right. Back in February now. Oh, we got a capital F here. It's a bit crazy. Did a lot of stuff over the weekend. Didn't commit any of it. Did some rearrangement. The renderer added some shader tests. Wrote a tweener. How good. Realize we're probably updating the time twice. We tried to do instancing again and we failed again. Yes, added text pop-ups that we don't use, but tweens, pop-ups, shader tests, commit, yes, pushing. The dogs. So where do we get to? We've got a sweet pop-up that tells us what mode it is, in case we didn't know. I've got this testing out a dithering effect. Down. This is what I want to fix today, is this hideous placement of rail. So yeah, there's some shading now, and there's this pretty overwhelming dithering effect. You can kind of see it if I slow it down. It's kind of dithering the whole thing, not just the transitions. Also, I changed the size of the trains to try and make them... Oh, just a sec. The dog! Yo! Let's go. Tobias, how are you? Yeah, I was just trying to get shaders to work at all. I actually had cell shading as well. this work? Oh no, there's compile errors in there. Oh yeah. GLSL comments and uncomments. Comments. When you uncomment comments. This does not look good. Oh yeah, this is like cell shading and dither. Hey, brother, how are ya? Well, I was kind of going over what happened on the weekend. Did a few things. Obviously, did some of these crazy shader tests, which are not the ones. But my plan was to do a click drag rail building, so you don't have to click, 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 click. And maybe make these shaders like options or something. I'll probably just turn them off for now, or at least this dithering effect, because it's not really working. Let's just turn off the dithering. This does a little cell shading. I could leave that on for now. Made a bit of a mess of the code over the weekend. Added a lot of this shading stuff. Added a tweener, which is like, it only tweens integers and floats and colors at the moment. But it's a little system that you can add a tween, it'll update the tweens, and then it'll kill it when it finishes. And the only thing it's used for is this one pop-up that goes beep, 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 and fades out. Lovely. Kind of need to do a bit of cleanup, but maybe we'll just see if I can kind of quickly do this rail thing. So what happens in rail? We've got a lot of stuff. Build, rail build. This stuff is probably important. How's everybody's weekends? Is it still the weekend where everyone's at? Where you guys are at? It's Monday over here. No, it's really simple. As is most stuff in this project, it's pretty simple. So there's a tween struct, and it has a type. They're tween types, like integer float, vector 2, vector 3, vector 4 color. And then there's like a function pointer to like something you want to call at the end. Oh, that's good. And then the tween itself holds what type it is. And then there's a union for, it's kind of ugly right now. There's 3 unions for the value, the initial value, and the target value. So the value is a pointer. So basically you just give it the value you want to tween as a pointer and hope that doesn't go out of scope. And then a duration of time and this function callback. You can put some data in there. Romanus, how are ya? And then we just have a struct of tweens, and then tween just goes through all the tweens. Oh, this is something I was doing. So it just goes through the tweens, adds delta time to the tween time, and then it does a linear interpolation between the initial and the target of whichever type it is. So if it's an I32, it'll do an I32, or if it's F32, and then the V2 tween would be that. So to tween, there is a vector 2 lerp in Ray Math, which just does a lerp between each of the values. May as well fill these out. Yeah, pretty good. I've got some work that I need to do, so I'm just trying to like get up and get the stream going and do a couple of hours and then jump into other things. I would just rather be working on this. And then there's tween removal, so it's just like an unordered remove, so it just takes the last element and puts it at the dead tweens index. I think this should be remove tween. Genie remove tween. This might be a little dangerous. This might break things. Yeah, I don't know, tween remove. I don't know how to do anything complicated, so I just end up doing basic stuff, and it's probably got issues. But as far as I can tell, this is basically what a tween's doing. But yeah, I don't know how sophisticated it needs to be. Like it probably needs like like easings, and they're just maths of probably how this happens, or how the interpolation happens. Does RayMath have easing? They're probably stuff you could find pretty easily. I do like the union approach, because I remember in C++ making it with like variance or something, and then we're trying to do this sort of thing, or having like float tween, integer tween, color tween, da 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 da. I'm not smart enough for multi-threading. So the current build mode, Rail Builder, world get current level. Is this synced to the editor? I think so. Mouse button left. So that selects the node. So this should be node select, right? And then I guess once we're in build mode, we want to be able to, do we want to hold the mouse down and drag? If the current node and the current node active, and we don't already have a selected node, the selected node is that node. So this is like click and then click. Node select, one shot. And this is node select deselect. Okay. The problem is that, oh yeah, so if you wanted to just drag and build rail, like go straight down, you can see it picks that point as the closest point to the, as soon as you get into this, so it's like a kind of like a diamond selection thingy-mabob. We don't want to use that system. We want to make a mouse delta that's like only if you go I wonder if I can just, is that the button? What can you do with this? Mark it up. Got it. So I want there to be like maybe hitboxes or like areas. So when if you've gone this far, then obviously you want to connect to this, but not to connect to these until you're in like this. That's how I did it in the prototype, and it was surprisingly good. So I was thinking of like, if that's the mouse, then there's this value x, y, or xz. That's like the delta, the difference from the starting point. And if it's like, if that's -1, 0.5, -0, -1, 0.5, which way is up? Is it up plus or down? I don't know. This is 1. So you take a little bit off this number. So it's like 0.85 or something like that. This is really probably easy to understand. Then it's one of those, or it's one of these, and we can get that selected node. Easy. It's pretty straightforward. Yeah, that's definitely, oh yeah, I've also got a thing called, I've also got a little file, notes, hot reloading, you'll see it there it is. Hot reloading is on the list of things. There's quite a lot of things to do. See tweener, well this is kind of done. And the tweener is done. And it's not done, but it's like, it exists. Yeah, so hot reloading. So currently, Daisy Trains, the application has a point there, 3 modules. There's Genie, the game, and the editor. And I was like, with DLLs, you could probably configure it in a way that any one of these could be, they could all build DLLs and be hot reloaded. But I don't know exactly how the memory stuff works, so it'd probably be a bit of a task, but it's definitely on the list. Have you done it before? I know you gotta like make function, like connect the function somehow and then make sure the memory is held somewhere that, I guess it's, there might just be some reconnecting of pointers and stuff afterwards. All right, let's do another if one node rail node drag select. Just, I need to turn off this because it's kind of annoying. Copilot. Enable completions. Control Alt that thing. I made a hotkey for it. Okay. Go away. Is mouse button down? Hey, I thought I asked you to go away. Button down. Please, man, please go away. Mouse button left. So yeah, we still, if G input current node. Okay, so this is if the rail builder selected node 1 equals null. And G input current node and G put, I guess we can say rail node pointer current node equals G. Now I'm used to it finishing for me. Used to it finishing things for me. So we can just get rid of that. Current node. So if we don't have a node, if there is not a current node, select the one under the mouse, but we also don't want. Okay, so this is only if it's null. Then selected node equals current node. And then we just want to, can we do draw line 3D? We can. But we don't have a debug draw line 3D in our debug draw thingamabobs. So we'll just have to quickly add that. Debug line, vector 3. Start, end. Does it have a 3D? So that's not going to have a thickness. Start, end, and color. Color. And this is a debug line. And then in Genie debug, we need to add functionality. Genie debug cube debug d. Void Genie debug line. Vector 3 start, vector 3 end, and color. Now I'm starting to miss Copilot already. Debug line. Debug line will just... Why are you all the way down here? You need to be up here with the rest of them. Debug line equals dot start equals start dot end equals end dot color equals color. And then Genie adds debug draw the line and debug line, which we don't have yet. So we don't have any of these things. Good evening, Foxed. How are? How are? How are we on this fine day? We need to add it into here, into the union. Oh, did I do a thing? Union data. Line. Okay. Now we need to add the case. Case. Oh, let's put it above default. Debug line. Break. G debug. Let's just copy all this because why? Debug draw count dot line. Debug line. Debug line. Debug line. And then in the draw world, debug line. It's going pretty good. Did some things over the weekend. Added a tweener, a really basic tweener, and did some tests with shaders, just trying to understand how shaders work a little bit. Okay, and now trying to make the rail builder better. There was probably a bit of investment on the build system using Zig. What's this focus session? Dismiss. Have I tried using Zig as a compile build system? It makes it very easy. I have heard that Zig has got a nice build system and it can build C, right? Maybe that's an interesting point. Right now I use Visual Studio because I don't know any build systems. I do have quite basic but nice workflow in that I can always go to Visual Studio and use the debugger because it's all kind of native to that, which is one of the things that I do like. Maybe we don't need to draw the origin sphere right now. So if RB selected node 1, let's Genie debug line from the RB selected node 1 world position to the global input mouse position, mouse world position. What's the difference between mouse position and mouse world position? And the color can be red. Draw line abort. In daisy train, C daisy trains, reference and function Genie draw debug world. What did I just use? Some all right. Line 3D. We need to fix. Okay, so. Oh, and that's only if the. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah. Debug line. Anybody? I turned off something in the renderer. I think. I turned off smooth lines, but I think smooth lines was nice because there are little lines. The line, I mean, I could, it's kind of hard to see, but on rail, I guess we could just for visibility, vector 3 node adjusted equals v3 add RB selected node 1 world position, and this is some longhand 0.1 f 0.0 f longhand C stuff, which I see how people get annoyed with this. Mouse world position, and then input those as the things. Node adjusted, mouse adjusted. I mean, this is not important, but at least we can see the thing a bit better. Wow, that's crazy looking. So now, what I want to do, I guess we could make little spheres, but it'd be nice just to do a little calc. Let's Genie debug text. So the vector 3 mouse delta equals, is it the G input mouse world position subtract the RB selected node 1 world, what am I doing? Dot world position. Oh, I'm in insert mode. What happened? Vector 3 subtract the world position from the special must have a rail builder selected node 1. What am I doing right now? Node 1 world position. Okay. Mouse. I guess we want to say mouse local delta. Send S and format vector 3 the mouse delta precision 2. Oh, what am I doing here? Color, oh, color comes first, of course. Man, half asleep this morning. Red. All right, does this work? Oh, Vlad, how are ya? Okay, so the mouse delta seems to be working. So going down, that's at 1. That's at +1 on the Z, +1 on the Z. And we don't really want this to tick over until it's, okay, that's -0.5. So we can set our limits. we can set our limits. We can make some constants, I guess. Oh, I've got these Rail UI options for debug drawing. Is this in my notes? Should be. We don't need to preserve that. How you going, Vlad? Const. I guess we're doing absolutes. So const rail build x or x off x threshold equals a 0.35f. And the z threshold it's quite high. You started to port daisy trains to Golang. What the thingamabob one, the game jam one. The originale. Okay. Let's say if the absolute value of mouse. Oh wow, how's that going? The project's a bit all over the place. What's your why did you decide to just learning stuff or just interested? Learning purposes, yeah. Oh, true. Golang. So it goes like web. Is it mainly for web stuff? I don't know too much about Go, other than, is that the Google language? Absolute mouse delta x. In fact, let's absolute f30 abs x equals abs abs z is mouse delta z oh yeah, we can do that and then do abs. And we can do a couple 2.2 Fs and do abs x and abs z. To see what they pan out as. Zero. Nice. So abs is int. So we want fabs. Oh, we've been through this before. Fabs. Yeah, Raylib's so good, man. So good. Okay, maybe we don't want fat abs. We do want. We don't want abs. We just want, if mouse delta x is greater than rail build x threshold, rail node pointer delta node equals get node rail node get. And the grid is the grid. Do we have a grid? We do. And the world position is the ng. Oh, let's I guess we do. Yeah, we're gonna get the one input mouse world position. And then we can Genie draw sphere, Genie debug, don't know my own bindings, sphere, and the position is the delta node, and the size is 0.13f, and the color is, let's go gold, and the wire is true, so we can see world position, f delta node. So this is just to see if we get a oh, nice. So it only will connect there if we've gone. Ooh. Say what now? If mouse delta x is greater than the rail build threshold, equals 0.0. Const f32. Should probably do that. Should probably learn how to write code. So okay, so once it's over, it's quite far. Okay, that's cool. But it won't select anything until we're over there. Yeah, nice. Yeah, I can make anything as long as I can draw debug shapes, so I can make anything. So I guess we're gonna say rail node pointer target node equals null, and then we can say target node equals thing if target node yeah. And we can do this outside the loop, outside the ifs. If mouse delta dot x is less than negative rail, target node equals rail node get. I guess we could have a thing here as well, just a little bool get node equals false, and then say if that, then get node equals true, else if I like things to line up, get node equals true, else if the delta z is greater than the rail build threshold z, we're not really, I guess it doesn't matter. Get node true, if, can I just put it in here? No, we'll say if get node target node equals rail node get at the G input mouse wheel position. Simple. Rail node get the grid in question and then do it. So we go here and we get one of them and we don't get one of them. Okay, that one seems to work. That one works. Z is less than, oh, this is Z, isn't it? Okay. That one doesn't work. That one works when you get real close. That one doesn't work, and that one does. What is rail build Z threshold? 7.5. So what have I done wrong there? Let's see, we need to do that. Copy paste. Oops, I should set that to be the initial one. So that's that one, that's that one, that's that one, that's. Okay, and then we can go on to test to see if it's all good. Wow, we can get any node. Alright. And then we basically, if we get it, we test it. If it's valid, we make a rail link test, link test equals rail connection is valid. And we want to know what the node is, target node. We want the current node and the target node. Boom. If link test dot valid, we say rail make link. The C grid, do we have it? Level grid. This is a reference to the grid. Rail grid, what's it called? Connection grid. Node 1, current node, and target node. And the direction is the link test dot direction. Man, the systems. And then we set the RB selected node 1 equals the target node. Is that it? Boom, boom, boom. Wait. So what happens when we get here? Okay, we drew the sphere, we jump into the link test, node neighbors, result, false. The link node is 6011 and the node neighbors 6009, 6013, 6011, 6012, all of them except that one. How is that not a neighbor? What have I done in the wrong order there? We want the node and its link. Target node equals rail node. Get at the mouse wheel position. Current node equals the G input current node. Oh, we don't want that at all. We want the RB selected node and the target node. And then we want to make a link between those. Selected node 1. Yeah, that's important. Oh no, I always put breakpoints and then I miss the magic moment. Yeah. Beep, 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 beep. That's way faster. Oh no, we need to get out. Oh, and if we if is mouse button released, mouse button left, if RB selected node 1, RB selected node 1 equals null. So we jump out. Dum 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 dum. Oh yeah, that's a little hairy. Oh, it depends on whether we're one of those nodes or one of those nodes. Okay, so that okay. Target node. Okay, so RB selected node 1 dot type is equal to a rail node north south question mark. We want to get F32 X threshold equals rail build X threshold X threshold equals rail build Z threshold. I guess we can just set these to 0. X threshold rail build X threshold or the rail build. Okay, so it's a north-south node. We want it to X. Oh, that's that's a lot of writing. Hold equals RB selected node type 1 equals da 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 rail build X threshold or rail build Z threshold. I still can't spell build. Well, it's two things we want to switch, so I think we just write it out. The other way. If rail builder selected node 1 dot type is equal to a rail node north south or east west, sorry, east west, then rail x threshold equals rail build z threshold. So we just swap them around. Oh yeah, and it is 2 lines, so and the z threshold equals the x threshold, and then we can just use these ones. Yeah. Way better. Get a little train going. We. The tracks are a bit big right now. I scaled everything down a bit to make the trains a bit better size for the curves. So the train tracks are a little big. And now I don't know if this is going to work on this. It is. Did that just build a rail under there? It did, eh? Did it? It did. Why is it allowing me to do that? Oh, because why? I thought there was tests about this. Why can I build anywhere? Have I played Transport Tycoon? I don't know. Oh wait, I'll pull it up. I've got this poster on my wall. That I yeah, my brother owns the big box of Transport Tycoon, and I took a photo of it and blew it up into a poster. Now it's on the wall. I played Transport Tycoon more than just about any other game in the world. I bought it when I was like 8 years old or something. Yeah, it's a small influence. So the rail link test seems to be. Do I do tests up here if the node's active? So the rail link test doesn't test if the node is active. Oh. And the node yeah. My brother's a big box collector, and he's got like a huge collection of games, and he's got all the Sierra games. I don't know if he's got all the Sierra. He's got all the Monkey Islands. He's got so many games, and he's got. And I was like, "Do you have Transport Tycoon?" He's like, I don't know." And then he looked at, "Oh yeah, I do." He never played it, and I was like, "You don't deserve it. Give it to me." He's like, "No." So I did the next best thing. I took a photo. I think I got the raws here. Yeah, so that's the big box. And then I kind of like perspective shifted it and added some stuff. I should put this on the Discord in case anyone wants it, because it came out really nice. Oh yeah, OpenTTD, man. Great stuff. It's a magical game. Whoa, what's happening? My TV's listening to me. Yeah, how good, eh? and neighbor active. Okay, now it should return a valid thing. Stop letting me build wherever you want. Okay, that ain't working now. Yeah. Whoa, look at that. Yeah, isn't it incredible that he made Transport Tycoon A in assembly and B in like the 90s, and in like, I don't know, he had the bulk of the game working in like months. And it's so complex. Like I was thinking about, I would never try and, well, maybe one day, but for this game, I'm like, I don't think I could try and add so much functionality. Like there's full pathfinding for the trains, and there's so many interesting systems. Yes, train. Well, that rail building system's way better. It's actually fun to use. Full screen. Oh, I can put another train down, but where are they going to collide? Put it up here. Oh, maybe with this is it. Maybe this is it. You can create lines for trains. Or are they going to crash? They are. Speed them up. Speed up the delta. Let's go. This is so much fun to build now. It was taking so long. Dig, 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 dig. Yeah. I think, I guess he had already ported a bunch of games, like ported like Elite and a bunch more games. I don't know if he had really made a lot of original games, but had, yeah. Snake trains. Having independent train lines. Yeah, I guess if he's using assembler, it's because it's his most comfortable tool. Like even after Transport Tycoon, and he made Roller Coaster Tycoon 1 and 2 in assembler, and then went back and made Locomotion. Did you ever play Locomotion? That was like kind of like a sequel to Transport Tycoon, but using their build systems, like the rail building systems from Roller Coaster Tycoon. I love that game as well. It didn't quite have the same magic. Daisy trains. I need to get well, that was successful. That only took 1 hour. I need to decouple the trains from the level and then have multiple levels. That might be a fun thing to do. It's quite easy as well. Yeah, it definitely wasn't as big of a hit as Transport. If I was going to play, if I play them these days, I'd probably play Transport Tycoon. Just because it had like it had some magic. What if I put a train there? Is it going to crash with someone? Probably, maybe. Oh, yep. Yeah, this is like, I mean, it doesn't look like it, but this is the same as Transport Tycoon. There's just the four corners and the horizontals. But they were straight lines and thing in Transport Tycoon. MS-DOS, similar age. Mike, what up? Yes. Yeah, MS-DOS, Transport Tycoon, pre-deluxe even. I don't know whether I got deluxe first or I probably had the non-deluxe version on DOS. So good though. So I'm starting to feel like Daisy Trains might have these networks where the trains collide and then they go off the map, and you've got to place your trains carefully to make them work together. And then there might also be like the ability to decide what lines they take. Yeah, the train. I changed the size of the trains. I'll change them back and show you what my problem was. I mean, they're work in progress, majorly. So the train movements here. This was a different scale, so these were 237, I believe, for the model scale, and then the offset was like 5.5 or 6.6. Oh, 6.66. That's dangerous. So I think these ones fit on the tracks better. Whoops. There's no way to delete tracks yet. Yeah, these ones are the right size, but when they go around the curves, they intersect with each other hard out. So I was thinking like, I think the rails need to be smaller. Everything needs to be smaller. But I didn't get around to making the rails smaller yet. Trains. My older brother got an MS-DOS emulator on XP when we played it the first time. I remember a 96. Yep. Yeah, maybe I should fix the rails. I mean, it's the whole thing. I might just go back to where it was because I like the movement of them better. Yeah, man, those are the days. I'm a great believer in 90s media. Games, movies, music. Did we fix something? Rail, UI. I'm gonna give myself a done. Rail, drag to build. Okay, so there was a trains across levels. So right now the trains are living just in the game world. And they crash if they go outside if we change level. So I'll take them out of here and they should probably go in the level struct. Which will break our trains badly. Okay, trains in net for I don't want to write the for loop. New size. high levels, max levels in world, level, pointer level equals game world levels. The current way they, now that I've just broken them, I'll bring up concepts where I drew it out in a real scribbly, hard to read way. But basically, each node has a, it's hard to see. Each rail node has is either east and west facing or north and south facing. And you see this, they have a north priority and a south priority. And they get set when you build them. And if you build it again, it'll set which one is the priority. So when the train gets here, it just takes the priority lane, which is set on the node. There are little cones that show which way they're going. It's pretty hard to see right now, but it's a whip. Everything's a major whip. Levels. So we grab the level, world levels, dot level. Oh yeah, sorry, we need a ref. Get the level, and then if the level initialized, no we don't, we just want to initialize them all. So this comes in here, J that one up, level J trains. Okay, I might just chill these train cars out a little bit because it's just like a lot of cars and a lot of trains. Let's just have like 5 trains. We make the trains, and then for the trains update, if the game build mode is trains, current train index. So this is the game current train index, but we don't want that. We want the, where was I storing current train index? G game. Or did I already take it out? Level, oh, current train index, yeah, my bad. Good old times. Might and Magic 2, 3, Empire Earth, yes, Stronghold. I remember the original Stronghold, playing that on the old computer in the basement. And that was a good game. However, it's like how you like in city builder mode for ages. And then suddenly you're in like, oh gosh, we're in full defense mode. Wood needed. Was it that one? Our cows have been struck with a strange malady, my lord. Okay, so if the build mode is train, we need to get the current level pointer level equals game get world get current level, and then it's level train level current train index level current train index. Oh, we need to get the level first. Boom, 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 boom. And then train equals level trains level. So I'm talking out loud a lot. Yeah, good old times, man. This is level And then for, okay, so this is the movement of all trains. So this should be, oops. Change this to J, no, not that one. Not that I. J, hopefully there's no other I's. And this is level. Level is unidentified. Well, that's good because we don't know what the level is yet. Mark movement, say 4. U size I equals thing, and this is max levels in world. And we could say level pointer level equals world get current level. No, that's not right at all. Level pointer equals ggame world dot levels I. And if level initialized, then we want to do all of this, which is a lot. And this is where I get confused about these. Boom. I wish you would indent yourself properly. Okay. Did we break anything? Yes. Well, we should set this. We need to set it in every world in it. Level initialize, level current train index equals 0. Boom, Andy Dev. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I like that. I like the dry, the super dry. Andy, were you here? Did you see what happened in the last hour? We rebooted updated rail building, mega mechanics. We're back in Daisy. Whoops, we're back in, that was user error. We're back in Daisy Train's paradigm shifting. These trains are going to crash. Quickly, set them off on another course. Now, if we go to world build mode, okay. Oh yes, this is still the same bug. The grid is the world current level. My bad. We need to know level grid. I'm sure that's the fix. Yes, this is my train music. So let's build a couple levels. See if we can get oh, whoops. Let's go that way. Oh yeah, you can see these little cones. So right now that's the priority. If I build one there, it'll go that's the priority, but then I can switch them by redoing it. It's a little jank. Let's just connect everything up. I don't know what's happening with these rails. Build a train. The trains don't fit the tracks no more either. Also, there's a little cell shading on the trains. So if we were to go back to level mode, switch level. Oh, we didn't crash. That's a good thing. Whoops, my build thing is not perfect. Yes. Go trains, go. How many trains does our game support? Let's build trains up high. This is not going to go well. Let's make it a little longer. Alright, train. Hi, train. Let's build trains all the way around. Dun, 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 dun. Oh yeah, the carpal tunnel syndrome from the old rail building system was not on. How many trains do we even have? Train 1 is lost. Train 1 is lost. Train collision from New Fumpington to something or other. So we got support for... Oh, it's hard to see whether I'm going to just delete a level. Oh, I can see it. I can see the little, there's a little yellow outline. Okay, that's that level. Okay, one more. Tall level. Is this even possible? This is going to be a challenge for 3-dimensional levels. Oh, yep. This ain't working out. It's a teeny tiny level. I don't even think we can turn around. Unless... we need to go up. I don't think this is going to work out. Oh, well, this level's maybe a little broken. Oh, yo. Also, the rules mean there are mechanisms that don't allow these things to work, because underneath them is nothing. Well, that level doesn't work so much. Let's get these trains moving. Oh, I just deleted that. Well, that's probably a good thing. Ding dong ding dong ding dong ding dong ding ding. Kind of want to do a spirally thing. We still need to be able to Stunt trains. Did you anyone ever play Stunts? The game Stunts? Yeah, stunt trains. Maybe we need jumps. Good thinking. What happens if there's a... Oh, that will become one of those. Who designed this game? We need Escher's trains. Maybe we can do a little thing like that. But how do I get down there? I can't see. Can I go through it? No. Yeah, this is an interesting challenge. What happens if I start removing blocks that have rail on them? Wow, does the train... Will the train do that? Wow. I like it. Ding, 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 ding. Perfect. We'll just put these back. There they go. All right, we're getting under. We're under 1,000 frames a second now, so you know. Oh. What? Right, oh yeah, we're on this one. Dun, 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 dun. What's our train limit? I mean, obviously we can handle however many trains. What level are we on? We need like a big box around it to make it real clear. Go, buddy. You're going to get caught up too. Ah! We need to somehow... It's all looking a little cubic right now. We need to make these levels. We need to get some marching cubes going on or something. Oh, okay. So the cell link cell we didn't get. Who are we in? Who's trying to get this? Next node. What level are we on? Level 3. Initialize equals true. Trains. Active true, 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 true. So we're on 0, train 0. So we came down here and what happened? Where did we crash? We're trying to get the next node. Level 3 index da-di-da. We got... It's the link cell was not a thing. Did we go in here and try and get a cell that doesn't exist? Let's just say if link cell equals null. It didn't equal null though. It was a not good cell. Did I do something with the memory? It said there's 14 megs remaining. Did I overwrite something? I don't know what happened there. dodgy cell encountered on get next train node. But it wasn't null, it was some bad data. Was it? I don't know. Oh, did I overwrite a world? Maybe that's what I did. I probably overrode a world, and now the train was trying to... Yeah, I probably overrode a world. Maybe I'll just remove that from the editor abilities right now, because it's not so good. So we can't just redo them. World editor. Okay, if the world state level, game level, or current level, okay. If level initialized. If the level is not initialized, then proceed. Now we shouldn't be able to, yeah, just won't overwrite the level. Cool, cool, cool. Cool, 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 cool. 1.5 hours. Oh, that was another thing off the list. Trains.c notes to do. Trains across levels, done. Remove trains. We need to do remove rail. That's a thing. We need to load save the world again. How big a deal is that? We've got all types of new data to save and load. What has to be saved in the grid? We've got this, and then we've got to save all the cells. We're doing the cells, and then we need to get the rail connection grid. We need to save all the rail connection grid data down too. I guess we could carry on with that. We've got the width, depth, height, origin, cell size, half depth, half height, and now we need the F right, the level grid B box. Save the grid, then for the cells, each cell has to have initialized transform matrix. It's probably important. Cell transform matrix. Size of cell transform matrix. Oh, it's pushing everything over. The coordinates, the bounding box, the terrain type, the orientation, the active index. Don't worry about the debug color. And then we need to do a loop for, we've already got an I, so we'll just call this node index direction count. These are pointers, so actually we can't save them. We're going to have to rebuild them on load. Same with the rail connections. Okay. Cells. Active cells. Just do it in order of the thing. If right, level grid. Why are we writing level grid? Why don't we just write grid? Grid 3D pointer grid equals level grid. Up. Delete that. And I guess we can just say grid cells. Grid bounding box. Okay, so what are we actually doing? We are doing the active cells. The active cells are also pointers, so we don't really want to do them. Or the connected cells. What are connected cells? I believe this is a thing I'm not using. 1,000 connected cell pointers. Okay, they're a dead thing. Let's get rid of them. And this as well. But we do need to do the rail connection grid. This is the thing. Once you know... Nah, we do want to save it. We do want to save it. Rail connection grid pointer connection grid equals grid connection grid. And this sucker has this is kind of boring stuff, but you know, it will be helpful. Why are we writing? Oh, that's the address. It wants the buffer. cgrid width, the size of cgrid width, and the file. Oh, one of them. One, please. And then this is height. Rail connection connections. I guess we can also do that. connection index. So what is this? A rail connection. And what is a rail connection? Oh dear. A rail connection is a pointers. What up, Chili? So loud. Chili! Heard a pin drop on the other side of the building. I guess we could like store the node coordinates and then get them back when we could store like a we could say rail connection pointer connection equals cgrid connections connection index, and then write the connection node 1 dot coordinate. Alright, so a note here, we save the coordinate of the rail of the connected nodes. We will need to rebuild the connections on load. Node 2 coordinate. What else is in a connection? The direction. I guess we could save it as well. I do need to close this down. It's taking up valuable space. Oh my gosh, chili beans. I don't think that. This needs to be all functions in their respective things like load grid and then load rail connection grid. They need to be their own things. So we can't... we can load the model and we can save the wire rotation. Oh my gosh. Chili, there's nothing out there. That's enough beansy. All right. Then for use size, Chili, enough, please. might just take these dogs out. Oh, back. Oh, that's right. Reload, save things. Oh gosh. Ooh, this is gonna be dicey. Gonna be a little bit dicey. It's gonna be a little bit dicey. Oh, I guess with these link flags, maybe we just can do it. Node link flags. Size of node link flags. 1 file.
Sometimes we just do it, and then see what happens.
Is that all we need? I guess we can reconstruct the rest of it. Rail connection grid, yeah. And then we close the file. And then we come back and we do all this again, but we read it. So is it exactly the same thing? The rail connection grid just won't work, but maybe we can just level index. We also need to do all the train loading and saving. I kind of need to see them next to each other. So we go through the level. If level initialized false, continue. Do we need an init function for the grid? Yes. So theoretically, we copy all this into read. We say grid 3D pointer. Ooh, this is not as direct because we have to actually allocate grid equals level grid. We need to do this memory allocation of the grid cells. I mean, you could just connected cell count. Okay, yeah. Have we broken anything? Flat cell instances. What are these things? Edited 121. Void CDLC pointer differs in parameter lists. UI add UI command. Void pointer data. Could I just say data? No. I don't know how to get rid of this. So we could just initialize the grid. We go, we initialize the grid. if we were to put a grid init here, the grid and the I guess we could have a thing called a vector3 origin top left. Oh gosh, we need to de-extrapolate that out of the width, depth, and the origin. Vector3 grid top left. Then we need just calm down you for a moment. That's an I32 grid width equals 0, I32 grid height equals 0, grid depth equals 0. Or you can't just, you need to send a thing in, right? Vector3 grid origin. And then read in the grid width. This is all bad because it all needs to go in and out at the same. All the reads and writes have to happen in the same order. Like we don't need these. This is going to be interesting. So we can get the grid width. It's probably not the best stream material, but you know. Also, I got some work calls coming in hot. Grid depth. To the grid depth and the grid origin of the grid origin. Width, depth, height, origin. Yeah, and then grid init, and then we can just initialize this here, equals vector3. Do we need to do that? X equals the grid origin dot x minus grid width over 2. Y equals the grid origin dot y. Z equals the grid origin dot z over 2 grid depth. And then we can init the grid with the grid. The grid top left. And it's a vector3i grid width, grid depth, grid height. Which order do we do it in? X, Y, Z. It's the other way around. Boom. So we did all that, then we don't need to read any of this stuff. And then we go through the cell initialization and world. We don't really need the world position. We just need the initialization. We don't need the bounding box. Terrain type would be good, and the orientation and the active index. So this goes for the same here. We don't need to send in, ooh, transform matrix. Maybe we need the transform matrix. So what order do we do it in? Initialize, we don't need to save the world position, the coordinate, the bounding box. What could possibly go wrong? And then we do this grid add cell to active. We don't need to do this. We don't need to do this. Rail connection grid build is a little, that's going to happen already. So I'm somewhat confident that we're on the right track. Is this just something we should be doing in JSON to actually be able to see what comes out of it? Anyone got any C saving and loading experience? So we don't need to set the types, they should be set correctly. The active should be, the world position shouldn't, and the link flags we do want. We definitely want the connections. Rail connection grid. All right. So this is, we don't need to set this, but we do need to set that. The connection count. Yeah, this is important. So we want these. And we want to if read connection count, then we want to say the connection equals that. If read connection node 1 coordinate. Now we don't have this. Maybe we should store it, because then we're going to have to per rail connection load the connection. I guess we can, these are directly on the thing, but we're gonna have to do something with them. I guess we could just get it right here. We could just get it right here. We could say vector 3. What is the coordinate? What is the coordinate? Is it just a vector 3? Vector 3i even. I node 1 chord equals 0, 0, 0. Valid code. 2 coordinate, so we can just say node 1 chord and node 2 chord equals the size of the coordinate. Sorry, these. Oh, we wrote that wrong in the first place. Did we write it wrong in the first place? Node 2 coordinate. It is the same size, but we'll do it like that. So we read them back. And then we can say connection node 1 equals rail node get. We don't have a we just need a simple getter for rail. Is there a simple getter? Get node. Get in thing rail node get. It wants a world position. Why don't we break that out into 2 different functions? One for game.h. Functions rail node get. This should be rail node get from world. Node pointer node get from coordinate. Grid 3D pointer grid vector 3i coordinate. Right? Down. Okay, null pointer. What do you think this is? This is just this. Return grid connection grid dot nodes coordinate dot x coordinate dot z coordinate dot y. Bam, 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 bam. Return rail node get from coordinate grid result I. Yeah. Okay. Equals rail node get from coordinate. And the coordinate is node 1 coordinate. Man, if this works. Oh, we need the grid. The grod. Boom. Now we just need to make sure. What is this? Oh yeah, we're getting that connection. We load the coordinates. Get the nodes at the coordinates. Sorry. This is load the coordinates and then get the thing. Read the other stuff in. We got that good stuff. We got that good stuff. Now we got multiple. This is a different loop altogether. Yep. Cgrid active if read. Is that it? I don't think it is. I think there's another step of initialization. But it'd be interesting to see if it crashes or not. After that, we wrote and we close the file. Let's see what kind of crashes we get. So we can build a thing and then build some rail, I guess. And then is it F6? Ooh, that looks like a crash. Stop. That looks like a heavy crash. So let's just step through this. For world I level size of level initialize grid X Z Y grid cells F right. Do we still have a button for load and save world? Editor input. Let's just step through and see where we blow up. Okay. We get the file. File is good. Max levels in world. Level is level. True level index. Right. The grid is the level grid. We write. We go through. Let's carry on to this. Get that. We wrote the count. Is this a real thing? Yes. Connection count, connection index. Coordinates seem okay. Let's jump to there. Ooh, we don't make it to there. Connection equals connection index. Usize connection index 0, connection count is less than connection count. Connections. What did I do wrong? All right. Connection count is 18. Yeah. If right, connection node 1 coordinate, connection node 1 coordinate size of, direction. Northeast world position. Why is there a world position? Oh, I++, that'll do it. It just goes on forever. I wonder how much it wrote into that file. I gotta be careful with changing those things. $60 kilobytes. Not so bad. These indexes. Because I think I did it again down here and probably didn't change it correctly. Also, yes. Did I do any other ones? I don't think so. Loving the grind. We're doing it. Things are moving forward, which is always a good sign. Six. Do we get through? We do. Do we get through? We do. We did it. Saved world. Now this is the much bigger test. This is F9. Okay. We pushed load. And we actually, did we load? Oh, we didn't load the models in. Well, that's important. That's important. We did load. We just didn't reset what the model was. So we got this whole thing. We want to just extract this. All we need to do is extract this into a nice little funk. Game.h rail void rail connection set model. And all we need, I think, is a rail connection pointer and a direction. I think. Yeah, we can extract this thing. Void rail connection set model. Rail. It's funny, you think that Copilot helps, but the little time you spend typing it does kind of reinforce in your mind what you're doing a bit. It has its things. Has its pros and cons. Rail connection set model, and then we just want to grab this whole shenanigan. Oh. We were doing it on here, were we? Model equals null. We want to just say rail connection equals rail connection. I don't think you need it always to write that. And we want to just steal this dot node 1 and fill out with what we can, but not the model and not the Y rotation. We already have all this, and then I think we can just equals connection. So we copy there. And we don't need these. Oh, we do kind of need these in our function. We don't need these. We can just say, change that to connection model. Complete word, please. I only want the good stuff. Oh, you bastard. I hate how it does that. Model. Change to connection model, connection model, connection model, connection. Y rotation. Nice. Oh, do we call that function? We need to say rail set connection, rail connection set model on the connection and the direction. So that's kind of all right, I think. Oh, this is the right. And on the read, once we've read the connection, we can say rail connection set model of the, what do we need? We need the connection and the direction. The connection direction. I guess we just need the correction because it's already been set. Okay, what happens? Okay, that still works. If 6 works, imagine all the people stack around variable node 1 coord was corrupted. Say what now? Did I make this into something bad? Let's get in here and have a look at what happens. So we make a new connection, or we get the connection, which is just all nulls. Then we load the chords. We set them to 0, then we read them in. And we get some good data. Then we get the node. And we actually got ourselves a node. Then we load the direction and the Y rotation. Then we set the model. We lost the connection. We'll go through, yeah, we set the model. Stack around variable node was corrupted, runtime check failure, node 1 coord. So what is happening there? We're just making a little stack variable, sir. What was the error? Oh, whoops. Help me. What am I doing wrong here? System shut down. Let me get this and just ask the genie, not the genie, the oracle. Can you see why I get corruption on this variable? Question mark. Question mark. Node 1 quart is declared and used. The corruption could be due to buffer overflows, incorrect memory access. However, based on the provider, I can suggest a few buffer overflows. It's got nothing to do with this though, does it? Let's start again and have a look. See where the data goes missing. F9. So the connection grid is good. Width, depth. Connection count. Connection index. Grid connections. So we don't know anything, but we do know that we're going to put 16 in. Node 1, node 2. I mean, all this stuff looks okay. Secret width, depth, height. If read node active, size of node active 1, rail node, secret nodes XCY. Can we run to here? So this connections, it's got 16 connections that all look pretty good. It's got a world position. It's got a null model though. That doesn't seem so good. Why are we getting null models? Connection model equals so the direction is north, the rail connection is uninitialized, connection it's got garbage data, but the model this connection here model is null. Didn't we just set that? Connections 1, oh man. Cgrid, connections 0, model is null. So what am I doing wrong? I'm getting a connection. I pointed to the connection. Oh, because I'm sending, I hate C lets you do this. It lets you send the address to an address. Boom, we're back. We're kind of, something went wrong. So it's to do with this Y rotation. Is there another step in the load thing? That's pretty heartening though. We did load the thing. You're your only resource. Is that what you're saying? The only resource is you. So something's going on with the rotation of the rail. I can saved world. I can load world. What happens if I put a train down? Oh, things are all a bit wonkanoid. So it's reading them in wrong. Is there another thing that we're not loading? Direction, direction. Are we doing them in the right order? Saving the coordinate, direction, world position, Y rotation. When we build the connection grid, do we do some thing where we set the matrices or something? We're not setting these priorities, are we? All these connection counts. We're setting the model. Here. You're the only one that knows what's going on in your own madness. These priorities are probably important. The node neighbors, they get rebuilt. I thought we were setting these, saving these quite all rightly. The connection, this is a getter and setter of the chords. Direction, world position, Y rotation. If read, if read, if read. Coordinate 1, 2, connection, rail no get. And then we set the connection and we set the model. Crispity crunch. Link flags. We also need these north priorities. We could write them down as directions. link flags. I guess we could rebuild them, but I don't want to do it. North connection count. Size of north connection count. Some nice looking code. East, south, west. So we'll write those, and then I guess we can write if right at, or how do we know what the direction is? This is the thing, because these are optional. We don't know if they have. Maybe we don't worry about priorities for now. I mean, this isn't going to be very helpful either. Not going to really do anything for us. Interested as to why the directions are wrong. Oh wow, and the offset is wrong. Look at the grid's wrong. That's a bug. I think that we need to also, when we reload the grid, grid origin X minus grid thing minus cell size X over 2. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah. Okay, something's going funny in there. I'm heartened that things are not completely broken, but grid width, depth, height, grid height, depth. Which are we sending in when we create a grid? World editor, build width, height, depth. Yeah, that seems right. So where's the bug? Grid width, width, depth, height, grid origin. Grid width, depth, height. Oh, X, Z, Y, X, Z, Y. Reload the grid origin. Width, height, depth. Grid origin equals vertices 0. Width, height, depth. Grid width, grid depth, grid init, top left, width, height, depth, width, depth, height, what is the calculation to do this? Plus world origin X plus grid width. Do we just store it on the grid, man? So we don't have to do backwards and forwardsing on the grid. Just shuck it on the grid, man. Grid width thing. Vector 3. Origin, top left. We already have it. Grids, origin top left equals level origin top left. Seems okay. World, save that, save it. Save that, and origin. It's the same thing. It's fine. It's fine. Grid origin. We'll just get that, and then we'll go f read grid origin, grid top left. Is that what we called it? Yeah. Size of grid top left 1 file. We just read it out. Did I miss something there? Probably. F6, F9. Ooh. Depth, size of grid depth. Are we writing them in a different order? Width, depth, height. Right, width, depth, height. Read width, height, depth. That's probably the problem in the first place. Okay, save, load. We did it. We saved the world again. Bleep. But if we hit this and then we hit that, the rails are all around the wrong way. The rail connections are all busted. Yeah. That might be a problem for next time. Is it something I can debug really quickly? Yeah, because we're not actually sitting on the nodes. They're their priorities or anything. The rail node knows its neighbors, and these get reset, but these priorities don't. So I guess we gotta save down. There are 3 possibilities for each of these. We could, for use size priority prio index equals 0 is less than 3. Let's just make it K because I don't think we're down to K yet. It's a bit tricky because we've got to go through its neighbors. Direction count. If node north, I guess we can say round node neighbor equals node node neighbors K. If neighbor and neighbor is equal to north priority, node north priority let's say rail node pointer north prio. Oh, why are we doing this? Why don't we just write it down? Oh, because we don't know what the direction is. This is what we're trying to ascertain. Direction, we'll just go priority direction equals north. This is annoying. Ball found priority is false. Priority direction equals K as a direction. Found priority equals true. So we go through the directions. If this is like we got to do this 4 times, it seems a little silly. Why don't we just save the coordinate down and then reload the coordinate? Because if the coordinate, if it doesn't exist, we'll write -1. Okay, that's much better. Why don't we do that? If node north priority, if right node north priority dot coordinate size of node north priority dot coordinate 1 file. Seems a lot to write. So write that, else write vector 3 I null coord equals, and these are, what are these made up of? Oh, they can go negatives, that's nice. Okay, -1, -1, -1. Okay. Else writes the null coord size of null coord 1 file. East, west, south. Beautiful. So we're reading, and then we say vector 3i priority coordinates equals 0, 0, 0. If read priority coordinates, man, there's got to be a better way of doing this, but we're doing it anyway. Size of priority coordinates 1 file. If priority coordinate does not equal, can I do this? -1, -1, -1. I don't think we can. We can just x does not equal node north priority equals rail node get from coordinate grid and the priority coordinate. Boom, is that it? Does that do it? Oh no. Where did I syntax error out? Oh, okay. Put one too many. Dudecky's in there. Somehow I was thinking that's still not enough. F6. It's like unable to read memory. Do we not nullify these? Rail node node. Why is this node so chaotic? So this is when I did it right. And the node is not a thing. The node is garbage at 0, 0, 0. Cgrid nodes. Weird. What was that on load or create? That was on write. So the nodes are being weird. Why are they being weird for? Because they seem good to me. Oh, is this to do with the x equals... This needs to be rail min rail, what is it called? Min connection min x connection min z. It's probably important. We chopped off the beginnings of these things. Alright, connection min x. Hopefully we get something. I'm gonna have to call it min z. Alright, it's pretty chaotic rail going on. We saved. We loaded. Does the train work? Looks like it's loaded some priorities. The train works. And the rail, and it is correct. It's just, oh no, that's broken. Okay, there's some issues. We've got some slight issues. All right, we got some slight issues, but I think we made some... That wasn't even in the budget for today. The budget for today was to get the rail grid builder working, and this was just stretch goals. So we got some sweet rail building action happening. This... And we got multi-world trains. Actually, we did a few things outside of the old comfort zone. So I'm actually pretty happy with that. these funny chocolate blocks. What happened? My buttons. Is this keyboard dead? Can't be a problem with the game. Yeah, she's dead. It's the only downside of this keyboard. Makes good sounds, nice to type on, but runs out of bats quite a lot. Oh no, now it's just not working at all. Oh yeah, we're back. We're back. Go, buddy boy. Will it catch up? Will they be in a perfect sync with each other? Oh. Oh yeah, I fixed the thing as well where the train would change speed based on the track it was on. And basically just by setting the distance to the same, it takes the same amount of time to traverse any block. So it looks like it slows down a bit going around the corner, but it's actually going at a consistent speed, I think. Don't know exactly how well that transfers into reality. Sweet. All right. I gotta go do some mahi. That's word for work. Not that this isn't work, but some real world paying work to keep the Daisy Train's dream alive. Thanks everyone for hanging out and chit-chatting, and hopefully be back with more tomorrow. I'll try and get these little streams going. Each day, even if there's other stuff to do. Just to keep the ball rolling. Otherwise, if other work takes over, then you just kind of lose momentum. I just want to, even if it's just a couple of hours in the morning. Anyway. I wanted to train stress test next time. Loading levels would be helpful for that. All right. Good luck with all your bits, bobs. I'll see you in the next one.